fell down from a right hand that hit his glove. Like, who the fuck is Malik Scott? Like, that's all you've got from Wilder. That's the only activity you've seen of him since Fury beat him. 30 seconds of pads.
New York camp,
okay.
Wilder's camp, and coming away from it, Bob Arum said it seemed more like a negotiation than a lawsuit. And at the time, it seemed like the Joshua fight might have been in trouble. How close were we to losing the Joshua fight altogether? I have no idea what you're talking about.
So, now it's not a lawsuit. Now it's a negotiation. Now it's a negotiation.
Because I know interviews can be used against you in the court of law. So I don't know about any fights. I don't know about any fights. You want to know any fights stuff?
Yeah, okay.
To the promoters or the lawyers. I'm just a dumb fighter who trains every day. That's all I know.
Before...
I'm just a dumb fighter that trains every day. Okay, so
that sounds like
it's called Fury playing mind games. I'm just a dumb fighter that
he's frustrated because he doesn't have control of his career. He doesn't have control of who he's to fight next.
I'd be really frustrated as well. I'd be really frustrated as well if I was the champ and Wilder wasn't. Yeah, I'd be so frustrated. Oh, I'd be so frustrated if I had the opportunity to become undisputed. Yeah, it must be so frustrating.
Let me ask you a question, mate. How does it feel as a Tyson Fury fan knowing that Tyson Fury, out of his own mouth, is saying he's paying millions to avoid a contractual fight?
Well, okay, so this is what makes me laugh, okay? Tyson Fury has mentioned that, but then you've got people going, oh, Wilder's going to get 80 million. Yo, AJ got 80 million for beating Ruiz. Nobody's ever going to take 80 million step-aside money. No one's ever going to give 80 million step-aside money, especially to a fighter like Wilder who doesn't even have a net worth that is 80 million. He's never earned close to that in a fight. The first Fury and Wilder fight and the second one didn't even get paid that much for those fights. How is he going to get 80 million? Like, you guys would believe anything. Basically, if a black person makes a video on YouTube, you believe it. That's basically what happens. That's basically your source of boxing knowledge. Yeah. A black guy makes a video and it's the truth. And it's the truth. That's how it works for you. It's brilliant. Like, you know, even Phantom was like, oh, Fury has fired Sugar Hill, and you fell for it. Everybody fell for it, and they were trolling you. And a week later, everybody was like, yeah, great.
Can we talk about relevance? I asked you a question.
Well, yeah, it's relevant. It's about Wilder and Fury.
Fury saying he's paying millions to not fight Wilder. How do you feel about that? He said it out of his own mouth.
Okay, so if you were a boxer, which you're not, and you fought Wilder twice and beat, and then there's only one guy on the planet. There's only one guy on the planet with all the belts left. You want to fight that guy? Any boxer would take that fight. Wilder would take it. Wilder's a guy that held one belt hostage for 5 years. Never tried unifying with AJ. Never tried unifying with Vlad. Never fought outside of his country. Never bothered to go and challenge any other dominant champs, which there were at the time. And now, after he's lost his belt, oh, now I want to unify. Oh, yeah, now I'm going to come back and achieve greatness. Dude, the guy's as old as me, man, which is old for a boxer. Wilder will never be a heavyweight champion again. Mark my words.
Are you sure?
Mark my words, man. It's going to be AJ or Fury, and then Wilder's got to try and beat one of those guys.
I love it. As long as you understand that Tyson Fury has to fight Wilder next, that's all I care about.
No.